Today I'm going to be showing you how you can build your own website using Elementor and WordPress together with Elementor's new AI tool called the Website Site Planner or the Elementor Site Planner. And what this allows you to do is you can plan your own website. So it's going to ask you a couple of questions. You're going to be talking with a prompt. It's going to be asking you a couple of questions, and it's also going to create you a wireframe and a style guide based on the questions and the chat that you have with this interface. So this is really going to allow you to speed up your websites by at least 50%, or your website development, I should say. It helped me a lot to speed up my website development, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can use it as well for your own agency or for your own website. It's really simple. Just to be clear, this is a tutorial on how you can use the site planner itself. So I'm not going to show you how you can import the kit and actually edit it in Elementor. I'm just going to be walking you through the site planner itself. If you want to see how you can actually use this within Elementor itself, please let me know in the comments, and I'll create a follow-up video to import the actual kit and start editing it in Elementor. But it's too much to put it all in one video, so in this case I'm only going to be walking you through the site planner itself. So let's go straight to the site planner. Right, so currently I am in the Elementor website planner, and as you can see, you can just simply go to planner.elementor.com and it will bring you to the site planner. This does require you to have an Elementor account. If you don't have Elementor, I strongly suggest you get a subscription for it, or get the free version. If you do want to get a subscription for it, you can use the link down in the description. It's an affiliate link, and it will help me out in the future for being able to create videos for you. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and start with this planner Elementor. So as you can see, choose your head start. This is the interface that you are going to be starting with. So it's gonna say start with AI chat. So we're gonna press that button and wait for it to load. And here it's basically gonna give you a chat interface, a little bit familiar with ChatGPT. Everyone knows it at this time. So it's gonna ask you a couple of questions. And for this specific tutorial, we are going to create a portfolio website for a photographer. Let's do that. So it's going to say, hi, the first step in planning your site is creating a brief, and the brief is the actual summary of this website. A few questions and we're good to go. What is the site's name? So I'm going to call it my photo, just something simple, just my photo. I'm going to hit send. And as you can see, it creates a brief summary and it says the brief strength here on the top. This is the amount of information that your Elementor chat has. So okay, it says, great, your site name is my photo. What specific type of business or operation is my photo involved in? For example, photography studio, photo printing. It's basically asking you what services you are doing and what niche you are. Well, I am a photography studio. So it already puts it in there, so I can just simply click it. If your option is not there, you can also just type it out. Thanks for confirming is what it says now. Now it's going to be asking you additional information. So please elaborate on what the business behind the website does or showcases. So what we do is we provide photography services. That's a good one, because that's what we want this website to do, right? We want to provide our photography services. Thanks for clarifying. What specific photography services are offered by my photo? We're going to say, let's see, portrait photography, event. No, let's put it on wedding photography, family shoots, and corporate headshots. I'm just going to say I'm only doing wedding photography and family shoots. Wedding photography and family shoots. All right, let's send it. Thanks for specifying. It also confirms what you just said, so that's good. What are key primary goals for a website to help my photo succeed? So it's asking you, what do you want to achieve with your website? Do you want to attract new clients? Do you want to sell your services? Do you simply just want to have, do you want to showcase the pictures that you took? You can describe that here. So what I want to have is I want to simply showcase the portfolio. That's it. I don't want to attract any clients. I just want to showcase my work, what's out there. Got it. The primary goal of my photos website is to showcase the portfolio. What are the secondary goals for the website? For example, generate leads, provide contact info, set up prints. Well, in this case, we are going to showcase the portfolio, but I also want to generate leads. So get some new customers to the website. So we're going to say generate leads. Let's wait for it to load. And as you can see at the right top, it's saying basic brief. It's constantly loading up. The more info you put into it, the more it knows. And it's also putting in your summary here. So it's constantly adding up your goals, your services, etc. Thanks for sharing that secondary goal. What language will the website be in? Well, it will be in English language. You can put anything here. You can, for me, I could put in Dutch because I'm Dutch. Yeah, you can put in Spanish, French, German, whatever. It's gonna be able to do this. Okay, great. The website is in English. What core features and elements should the website include? Well, what do we want? We want to have a gallery, right? Because we're going to showcase our photos. We want to have a contact form for people to contact us, and I also want some testimonials. These are the 3 things I definitely want on the website. Okay, so it's going to be adding that in. And now it's going to be asking me what communication style and brand personality should the website cover. Do you want to have casual, elegant? You can also put modern and clean, or minimalistic. I'm going to go for professional and friendly because that's what I want to do. I just simply want to bring my services out there in a professional way. Thanks for choosing a professional and friendly tone for the website. Please list the pages you want to include. So it's going to give you already a preview of the pages that you could put in here. So home, portfolio, services, testimonial, contact. For me, this is fine. Maybe you can also put in the about. So I'm going to say home, portfolio, services, testimonials, contacts, and about. Okay. Let's see what it does. Thank you for listing the pages. You see, it's really easy. You just have to. You really just have to talk to an AI, and it's actually summarizing the website for you. And in a second, it's going to be generating the wireframe, which is really amazing. Thank you for listing the pages. Now it's going to ask you, would you like to provide optional details to enhance the website plan? Yes, I'm going to say yes. Maybe we can take a look at some colors for the website. Let's see what it does. I've never tried this before, but let's see what it does. Normally it's going to prompt you to ask you which colors you want to be using. So now I just told it I want to have some colors. What colors should we use? Blue and white is a very default one, you know, but we're just going to give it a try. Thanks for choosing blue and white as your primary brand colors. Would you like to provide more details about your target audience, for example, age or interest? Yes, the age range is between, let's say, 20 and 80. And the more info you're going to give it, the better it will create your wireframe for you. What are the main interests of your target audience? Well, I already gave it this. For some reason, it's asking it again. But let's just give it the info that it needs, so it can create the website as good as we want it to be. Right, thanks for clarifying. Do you have any notable competitors whose website you admire? So you can actually put in a website that you really like that you can put in there, and it's gonna actually pick their strategy and use it. I don't want to do this. It's gonna be too long, so I don't have a competitor yet. So it's gonna skip that one. Do you have any specific integrations that you want to have? I want to have a contact form. So let's wait. No inspirations yet. I don't have any inspirations for other websites. I just want to see what he's going to be building for us. Would you like help selecting a key user experience elements? Suggest some UX elements. Let's see what it's coming up with. Okay, so it's going to give you some examples easy to navigate, responsive design, quick loading times, clear call to action. So let's see what we want. I want a gallery with high quality images, responsive design, quick loading times. Yes, because I want to, let's do it like that. I want a gallery with high quality images because we want to showcase the photography services that we have. Okay, now it's throwing me an error. That does happen sometimes. So let's just say I want to have it easy to navigate. Let's just put it in there. Sometimes it might throw an error or might not understand. You just have to give it your answer again. Let's say, nope, that's it. If you want, I can summarize the plan. Yes, I want to proceed with the summary. Let's see what we get. So here he is. We get the summary, which is also on the right here, as you can see. And I want to finish the planning for now. So now it says, thank you for completing the planning process for my photo. If you need any further assistance in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a great day. So what do we do now? We have our summary and we have our brief. So we're going to click on use this brief. And it's going to be generating our sitemap for us. And this is where the exciting part is happening, right? So it's actually creating the sitemap, as you can see right now. This is really cool. If we had this like 5 years earlier, this would have helped me out a lot, saved me a lot of times. You know, normally you are having these discussions with your actual client. In case if you are an agency, now you're talking, you probably already had to talk with your client and you're just talking to an AI and it builds it out for you. So let's take a look. Can I zoom in like this? Yes, I can. So we have a wireframe, we have the homepage, we have a portfolio, services, testimonials, contact, and about. So it's a pretty large website, to be honest, for the simplicity that I gave it. So I'm going to zoom in, and as you can see, we have the home section with a header, and here it's going to tell you all of your information that you need, which is really cool. Feature portfolio, so it's going to give you a little introduction on what's in there here for the portfolio, the services as well. Everywhere is a header, and there is probably also a footer everywhere. Yeah, there we go. So that's really cool. We can also now, if you think that's okay, normally you can just click on it and you can edit these text and you can add some sections of your own or regenerate a section. For me, this is okay, so I'm going to click on wireframe. And it's generating the wireframe. This is the exciting part. It's not a really finished design, it's a wireframe, right? So it's going to give you a layout and it's going to be showcasing you how you would be able to build this website using Elementor elements. So you can just import this into your website and you can start building from there, and also have your meetings with your client to see if that's indeed the approach that they want to have for the website. So that's the main thing that this AI tool does, is it's really helping you picking up the approach for this site. So let's wait for this to load and let's see what it comes back. Here it starts loading already. So I'm going to pause for, oh, I don't even need to pause. It already gave me this. So let's just wait. As you can see, it picks up some colors of its own. You can adjust these. I'm going to show you how you can do this in a little bit. Let's just wait for everything to load. Okay, here we go. So it's not fully loaded yet, but I'm just going to give it a go. So you can also set your screen size so you can see if it's responsive, yes or no. In this case, I'm going to log into about 50% so we can take a look at what Elementor has built for us. So here we go. This is the homepage, for example. We have a header with a button that would probably get in touch or contact or make a reservation or get a quote. Here's the header with all of the info that you have. These are the services that we are doing, and this is also noted on the sitemap. You can change it there as well. You can put some images here, as you can see, have some testimonials, some images, and this is a really good structure for a site. I'm not saying that the colors are perfect or the font is perfect, but for the first structure, the first setup, this saves you a lot of time. You don't have to, you know, create the containers and set some margins and paddings and whatever. It does it all for you. in a very basic way, obviously. Portfolio as well. As you can see, it created a really cool portfolio. You can have some photo collections, some clients, testimonials. Here it even added a frequently asked questions. I didn't even tell it to put it in, but that did it. Now, as you can see, sometimes it doesn't really work. Here you have our services. It put it in twice, but that's no issue, because if you zoom in a little bit and you can click on it on the tab, and then it says section, then you can replace specific sections. So it's going to give you an actual suggestion for this specific tab that you can use. So now it already created a different one. This is the service one, but you can also scroll down and, you know, just click and preview what it would look like, which is really, really cool in my opinion. Okay, so what else can we do here? Let's take a look. Let's zoom out to about 15%, so we have everything here. On the left side, we have a little style pen, and as you can see, we have our colors. So we have some suggested colors that we can use, but we can also generate some more colors. Let's generate something else and see what it would look like. Let's pick this one. I'm not sure if it's nice. And as you can see, it already applies if you just click on a specific style. See, the buttons are changing and the colors are changing. Let's suggest some more. Maybe we can have something completely different here. A yellow version, for example. That is really nice. You can also add in your additional colors. So you can click on your own color and you know, maybe make it purple if you like purple, or pink, or whatever. You can do it from here. That's really cool. Now you can also do your fonts. So your heading is Poppins, but let's say I want to use the Inter font. Let's put it there, and it changed to Inter. And the paragraph should be Roboto, for example. Let's put it on Roboto. There we go. And if we zoom in a little bit, you should be able to see that there we go. It adjusted the font for us, which is really cool. You don't have to do it anymore manually. Now, the reason why it's doing this is it's because it's going to add it in your kit. It's going to override your global styling, and it's picking up this styling actually. So your global fonts and your global colors. You can even add in a logo here if you want. So your site logo, you can put it in here, and it's going to apply it on the site if you eventually decide to import it. I'm not going to do that now, but you can do it from here. All right, so that's it. Let's say if you are done with your website, what you can do is you can click here on Create Website. You can either launch a fully hosted website by Elementor, but normally what you have is you already have a clean WordPress installed somewhere. You can click on Import Kit to a site, continue, it's going to load, and then you can put in your domain here, and it will check for a couple of things if you indeed have a WordPress site with the additional Elementor plugins that you really need. Otherwise it's not going to work, because this is specifically for Elementor, and it's also going to check if the permissions are there, and you run the check, and if it works you can export your kit and import it there, and yeah, then you can go ahead and play around with your kit, and it already also implements your pages for you, so you don't have to do that. Now that's all I'm going to be showing in this video for you today. Hopefully you were able to learn something useful. If you want to see how I would actually implement this in a website in a clean WordPress install, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're thinking about getting Elementor, I would really appreciate if you use the affiliate link in the description down below. That would help me out a lot as well, so I can keep creating videos for you. And if you have any additional questions, just let me know through the comment sections below. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck with using this site planner that Elementor made for us. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.